All right, last week we worked on multiplying zeros, ones, twos, fives, and tens, right? Now we're going to be multiplying with threes, fours, and sixes. Okay. And we can still use the same strategies. We could use equal groups. Okay, we can use an array. And those are still same strategies. Okay. Now look at the example. It says Ty has 6 bunches of carrots. There are 3 carrots in each bunch. Okay. How many carrots does Ty have? Well, what would be my multiplication sentence that I could use?
6 times 3.
Okay, I can go 6 times 3. Okay, and then I need to find out what that is. Okay, and so if I'm going to use 6 bunches of carrots with 3 each, probably the best strategy that I could possibly use is groups, equal groups. So how many bunches are there?
6.
6, right? And how many carrots in each bunch?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I count all of them, I would get how many? 18. Well, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep. So 6 times 3 equals 18. So here's another example. It says Renee has 4 packages of markers. There are 6 markers in each package. How many markers does Renee have? So go ahead and solve the problem and show your work. So you should have something like this. Okay. It says Renee has 4 packages of markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And there are 6 markers in each package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It really doesn't matter what you put inside, as long as you have 6 in each package, right? So I can count all of them. Okay, and my multiplication equation is going to be 4 times 6 equals whatever that is, right? Okay, 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay, so 4 times 6 is 24. What's 4 times 6?
24.
Okay, I skipped counted by 6s. Okay, or I could just count all the tallies that I wrote. Okay. And when I say my multiplication sentence, I need to make sure that you write this out as well. Always do that. Now this is lesson 6, we're doing session 2, okay? Last session 1 was just an introduction. This is multiplying by 3s now. Okay. It says Nadia hangs her photos on the wall. Okay, she makes 4 rows, okay, of photos. So what strategy are we doing now? If I'm doing rows and columns, what's that called?
Array.
She's doing an array, right? So she has 4 rows of 3, 4 rows of photos with 3 photos in each row. So here's one row. Okay, here's another row. And here's another one. And here's another one. So 3 rows, right? Something like that. And then how many photos in each row? How many? 3. That's correct. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 in each row. Okay. Then it says, how many photos did Nadia hang on the wall? What would be my multiplication sentence?
4 times 3.
And just in the same order that they give you. Say 4 rows would be my first product, times 3 would be how many photos in each row? So 4 times 3, and you're right, equals 12. Let's double check the array so we can make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's right. Now go ahead where it says apply it. I want you to solve this one. It says find 5 times 3, draw a picture, and show a way to break apart the problem to find the products. Okay, show your work. So go and do number 7. Okay. Previously, it showed us that we need to do an array, right? When it comes to an array in my multiplication problem, okay, the first number tells me how many rows do I need. So how many rows do I need? How many? Speak up a little louder. How many?
5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. The second number tells me how many in each group. So how many in each row though? 3. So this tells me the 5 says that's how many rows I have. Okay. And then the 3 says how many columns do I have or how many in each row? 3. I already have one of them right there. So I just need 2 more, right? That represents 5 times 3. So this is an array, and this is my multiplication sentence. So 5 times 3 would be what?
13.
How much?
13.
15 or 13? Which one is it?
15.
15? Well, I'll have to count all the circles then, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 2 more, 14, 15. So 5 times 3 is?
15.
Okay, let's go and do number 8 together. It says Cassie sets up 9 tables with 3 chairs at each table for a party. How many chairs did she use? Okay, so 9 tables, right? Well, how many chairs in each table? 3. I could use an array, right? Or I could do groups, right? In this case, I might just do groups then. How many tables? My first number tells me how many tables do I have. How many tables?
9.
And how many chairs in each table?
3.
How many?
3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What would be my multiplication sentence?
9 times 3.
9 times 3. Which would be 27. If I counted all of them, it would be 27. Okay. Look at number 9. It says which expression can be used to find 8 times 3? Okay, so it's 8 times 3, which is 24, right? Yes?
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to solve all my answers. I have to solve all my answers. Look. Okay. Let's start with the letter A. What's 8? 8 plus 2?
10.
10. And 8 plus 1?
9.
9. And 10 times 9?
9.
That's 90. So would 8 work?
No.
No, because 8 times 3 is actually 24, so that will not work. Well, let's try this. It's 8 times 2. 8 times 2.
16.
8 times 2. It's 16. Okay, 8 times 2 is like 8 plus 8, which is 16. 16. And then 8 times 1? 8. And then I have to add 16 plus 8. That actually is 24. Okay, so B would work. Would C work?
Yes.
Yeah, look. 8 times 1 and 8 times 2. That would also work. They're just in a separate spot. C would also work. Okay. Would D work?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. 8 times 1 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. What's 8 times 16? Look at the sign in the middle. Is that addition? So would that one work? No, that would not work. Okay, that would not work. Okay. So C would work. Okay, but not D. Would E work?
Yes.
Well, it would only work if I have 8 threes, okay? So let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, because I'm skip counting, right? Adding by threes. That would be 24. It says study the example. So it looks like we're multiplying 7 times 3, and they did 7 rows with three in each row, right? And they broke this apart. So they took the array and they broke it apart like this. Okay, here I have 7 rows with 1 each. That's 7 times 1. Here I have 7 rows with 2 each, right? See, there's 2 here, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And then how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes 7 times 2. And then they added those together. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 1 is 7. And then they added both of those together, and they got 21. And that's how they did it. And here's the example that they have. So we're going to use this to solve questions 1 through 6. Okay. So look at number 1. How many rows and columns are there? So how many rows are there? So I use the array to the right. So I'm using this one right here. How many rows are there? Rows.
5.
See, rows are like this. How many rows?
5.
5. How many in each row, though?
3.
Or in this case, I want to know how many columns there are. How many columns? 3. Okay. It says circle the columns to break apart the array into 2 parts. So this is what they want. Let's see. Let's break this apart right here. Let's do this. Okay. So what would be my multiplication sentence for this one? For the green column? 5 times 1, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. Okay. With 1 in each row. What would be my multiplication for this?
5 times 2.
Okay. Again, how many rows I have?
5 times 2.
5. And how many in each row?
2.
2. So it would be 5 times 2. So 5 times 1 is 5. And what's 5 times 2? 10. And then I add those together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 0 plus 1 is 1. So how many dots all together? How many? 15. So if I did the first one, it says write multiplication facts to show the total for each part. So we already did. We did 5 times 1. And then what was the other multiplication fact? 5 times 2. So 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, how can I use the facts from problems 3 to find 5 times 3? Well, just add all these together. And I get 15. So that tells me that 5 times 3 equals 15.